Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, Google Play. Type in PoPolitickin, listen to my interview since 2008. 1-2-1-2, place to be with Teddy Benson. How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm always blessed and I'm breathing, man. And yourself?
Fantastic, bro. I've been hearing you like one of the men out here. I've been hearing your name as far as one of the tightest rappers out here.
Hey, man, as long as my name keep preceding me, then I'm doing the right thing, man. I'm just trying to stay humble and keep working. My work ethic will speak for itself. I've been dropping a single every week. I just took a little break so that I could put a little bit more time into the production. And I just been working, bro. And that's what people know me for, is staying on top of my hustle and my grind.
So where you from?
I'm from Southeast San Diego, man. I spent a little bit of time on the East Coast, man, but I'm bred right here in these grounds, man. In San Diego, it's in the blood.
Yeah, I heard something about Boston on your bio.
Yeah, man. I lived in Brockton, Massachusetts, man, in the 508. It was Big Millie out there, man. They not playing no games. They ain't no punks out there, man. So when I went out there, I was definitely forced to be in the field. So,
how you got involved with music?
I was in a black household, so you know what that comes with, going to church 3 or 4 times a week, and so I was always enthralled by the band. The guitar player at one of the earliest churches I can remember, he had a double-headed guitar, and we had a choir director by the name of Toot. Fire's choir director ever, but her energy and his energy on that guitar, her energy just had this spell over me. I always knew I just wanted to be involved in that. And then I started seeing Michael Jackson performances and how people was crying and falling out over him. So I always wanted to be like, man, I could do that. You know what I mean? I could be front and center where everybody's looking at me like that. And I just jumped in. And I always either been singing, drumming on the table, rapping, making my own song, my own something ever since I was ever since a kid, ever since a buck.
So you remember your first? How old were you when you started rhyming though?
Probably like around 7, bro. Probably like around 7. I just started having music. You know what I mean? Like this soothed my soul. At the beginning, I would go in the garage for like an hour every night and sing. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you gonna get good on your vocals. So then, when I got to junior high school, though, I wanted to be a gangster. You feel me? And I was like, gangsters can't sing. You feel me? So I just stopped. Like, you can't be gangster hitting high notes. So I just stopped singing all the way around, and I would start rapping in my closet. And it just became something that became a passion. I would start beating on the tables for the other rappers at school, and I would start spitting like my little 2 or 3 hot lines and hop back out real quick. You know what I mean? A little full 16, never a real. And then eventually one day I jumped out the gate, bro, and I just never looked back.
So what is hip hop to you?
Hip hop is expression, bro. Hip hop got fingers, you feel me? It's not just one thing. It got fingers, it's expression through dance, poetry, art, you feel me? Like, hip hop is more than just, can you rap? You know what I mean? It's like I was talking to my lady the other day, like, she want to get into poetry. Like, for me, music and poetry is the same thing, just on a constant beat.
Right.
But you get a chance to express the things that you might not be able to say on a normal basis. Like, you might not just be like, fuck the government in a normal conversation. You might not be like, my bitch is tripping right now and I hate it, in a conversation with your broad. But in a song, if you feeling like demons is attacking you, if you feeling like the world's crushing in, you can express that in small thoughts, big thoughts, little expression, you feel me? But somebody else can gravitate towards that because they feel the same thing. They can internalize it. And being able to express your innermost feelings and let somebody hear it too. I think that's also the important part when I say expression, to let somebody hear it or let somebody see it. Then you get a different feeling when you can see, like, damn, that was my pain I put on this record, but somebody else just closed their eyes and put their head down, and I know they feel that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or somebody else is smiling at the point that I was smiling when I wrote this, damn, you connect with me, and that feels good. That connection, that expression, that's hip hop. You feel me? That's
Yeah,
why I got so many different sounds.
I would say I feel like with hip hop, like the rappers, they are poets. I just feel like they don't say that because it's a black art, so they don't say it's like poetry and poets. But I was like, poets was what was they doing back then? They had to be doing the same thing. Like they had to be like just like we doing like spoken word to a beat. That's poetry, basically the same thing.
Facts.
I was gonna say, so how would you describe your sound?
Bro, it's like how do you describe my sound? That's Banker. It changed for every single song. I fit the beat. So it's like if the song got a lot of strings or something in it, you know, it might be a little more emotional. You feel me? Like sometimes my voice might be a little raspier. It might be a little grittier. Sometimes I might be trying to drill straight knowledge into your head. And if you mix Kendrick and J. Cole with Kevin Gates together, they all had a baby, and DMX was the granddaddy of somebody. That's a good way to explain it. You know, my subject matter be deeper. The way I use my vocabulary. I don't. At my earlier times in career, people compared me to like Wale. Like, oh, I hear you, Wale. I just try and do me. You know what I mean? Like every song's different. Every song can't be the same. Every song got a different vibe to it. I'm all about energy. I try and be high positive energy. I make struggle music. You know what I mean? Like for people to wake up in the morning and go to work. You know what I mean? Like to slide. If you trapping, I'm the nigga that's gonna make you start a bank account, get your credit right, and invest it, and try and get to a legal standpoint where you don't gotta flip no more.
I would say, what's your story?
My story is just like every young black youth. I tried the street shit, and at some point I just realized this not for me. You know what I mean? I did the gangbanging shit. I've been in fights. I got 22 staples across my back. I've been cut open. You feel me? I've been jumped. I've been arrested. I don't call cases. And at the end of the day, I'd be like, damn, if I just pulled a square life, I'd probably be a little bit faster, a little bit more ahead in life. Not faster because the things that I experienced in life, they made me stupid fast. You know what I mean? But it's the other things. I got 95. But it's the other things in life that make me like, should I give it up? Should I stop it? Should I teach the next nigga, if you just get this ounce of dope, you could flip it into a bird, and then you could be the next kingpin. Cause it works. And then you end up spending your money in lawyer fees, you end up getting shot, you feel me? Or I could like try and get them to think about using their brain and think for themselves. Like if you're gonna hustle so that you can get to a standpoint where you can actually take care of some shit. Buy you up some property, figure out how to legitimize it. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be out there in the streets, you know what I mean, use your brain to figure out how to have the least effect on your own personal life. How can you be furthest away from the crime and still profit from it? Like, if you're gonna be a hoodlum, at least be a gangster about it. Not a gangster, but like a gangster, like a mob member. You feel me? Like if we're gonna do crime, let's do it at a high level. I just want people to operate at their highest fashion, at their highest level. You know what I mean? Sometimes my life has been a hindrance in the explanation of that, and sometimes it's been a beautiful blessing in the explanation of that, because I've already been tuned in to the lessers, the evils of life. You know what I mean? You can no longer close your blinders once you've seen some of the shit that I've seen. Once you've seen people's own family members do them dirtier than enemies. Once you've seen people stab their own friends in the back. Once you see niggas snitch on people, you like, damn, bro, I can't close my eyes to the woes of this life. So the way that I describe it to other people, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be suited for other people, for a certain class, for a certain walk of life. Now, I could try and touch everybody I can, but I can only be me, right? So my music, I try and be the purest that I can be. Like, let me be the most emotional standpoint that I could be in my music. What's the most deepest standpoint? That way it transgresses whether you sold dope before or you haven't sold dope before. Because you can feel the inner emotion of it, what that emotion causes you. You don't have to have the same experience of riding a roller coaster to know what it's like to be scared of your life, right? You know what I mean? You don't have to have somebody pull a gun on you to know what it's like to get a wake-up call. So if I can figure out how to describe that same emotion, then I can get more people to connect to it. And if you listen to a lot of my music, it's really like personal connections. It's really like personal thoughts, like, damn, that's the thoughts that I really didn't tell nobody. That's the thing that's really been inside me. You feel me? That's how I want my artists to connect. I'm really just barely getting into the turnip music because I'm a fan of the music where you lay back like this in the bed. And when the song goes off, you reach over and you turn that shit back and you play it again. And then when you drunk as fuck and you can't think and barely hold yourself up, you want to hear that song because it's so deep. That song that you play at 3:30 in the morning because it's speaking your problems, it's speaking your woes. That one line is making you stronger. Like, you know what I mean? That's the kind of music I specialize in. And I think because I make that kind of music, I can transgress a lot of, you didn't live the life I lived. Because a lot of people didn't live the life I lived. They're not going to be able to walk the same steps. But suburban kids know what it's like to want to shoot themselves in the face. Hood people know what it's like to shoot themselves in the face. You know what I mean? Asian people know what it's like to not have the rent on the first. And everybody, you know what I mean? And I try and like, speaking of that feeling, like, what's the feeling of defeat that you feel? You know what I mean? Like, I'm defeated, bro. Like, how am I going to take care of my family? That feeling is shitty when the first is coming around. The 31st, you feel me? On the 26th, it's cool.
You already
The
know.
28th, you start thinking. The
Shit.
29th, you like, woo, shit, the first is coming soon. Good thing they got 5 grace period days. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, when you start talking about those 5 grace period days, everybody knows what it's like to be late on the first. But when you know you got to use those 5 grace period days, that's a whole nother feeling entirely. And then when the 6 come, now we talk about the 6, that whole week of feeling like defeated, like I ain't shit. How did I not succeed this whole month? That person needs some music so that on the 31st, he can get out there and figure it out. And he needs some music so that on the 7th, he could be like, you know what? It's a whole new day and I'm finna get up. I'm finna go get it. Yesterday sucked as fuck. I sucked as fuck. But today, I'm finna get up and get it. Because I've been there. I've been in the gutter. I slept in my car. I borrowed money from people. I ran off on the plug. You know what I mean? I always came back though.
I would say,
Sometimes
what happened with what made you change? Like you had a change in your life. What happened?
What made me change in my life is realizing that I already had the answers. You know, I was just always a sit around the old folk table kind of guy. I always had the answers, and it's true when they say, "Oh, you got to bump your head first. That's the only way you're gonna learn." And I had to do a lot of bumping my head. I had to sit back and realize at the end, like, damn, I fucked off a lot of money doing dumb shit. I could have put this into my career. I could have did this into my career. Another thing is that you get one large success. Like at one point I was doing the freestyles every week. It had everybody buzzing my name. I tried to ride that wave without putting out more work. That buzz dies. Okay, I came back with a popping song. You know, you get the work and the praise from that, and then you don't follow it up, and that buzz dies. And then after a while, you sit back and be like, damn, I've been doing this shit for my whole life, and I'm not where I'm supposed to be at. And it's because you had the answers. You just didn't have the determination to get to it. So over the last couple years, bro, I just been changing my focus and putting the determination in to get to my goals and my dreams for real. Like not like, oh yeah, I'm grinding, I'm working hard because I'm up late night. Well, what is you doing up late night? Like I'm really surfing the web trying to get to this shit. You feel me? I'm trying to figure out how I can buy new product. Can I break into a different market so that I can bring the other market back to this market? And can I, like, I sell these bags right now, right? I sell these bags right here. I got my own merchandise. You feel me? These bags got the pistol pocket in it. You feel me? I sell them with the rolling tray. And then when I got CDs and merch like that, USBs, they go inside for free. You feel me? The bags was really a way just to get my CDs and music out, like, fashionably. Everybody got a CD. We ruin that. Everybody's running up to you when you're outside. Can I get a CD? You want to buy a CD? You want to buy a CD? They ruin that. Nobody's coming up to you with a bag like, hey, what's happening, man? I know you like the fashion, man. I got these bags. And plus you got this patch right here. This patch makes you a member. If you come up to one of my shows and I got control of the door or anything like that, you can get free VIP, front of the line access. You get raffles. You feel me? Send me your email. Then I'm going to put you into... you get sneak peeks at music. You feel me? You get to download the project a week early. But this little patch right here is the hook, line, and sinker for that. You in there. You know what I mean?
What you selling that for?
These bags is $25 by themselves. They $30 with the rolling tray. I do the stoner kits. The stoner kits is a smell proof bag with the rolling tray. They $20, but if you buy it with a bag, you get them both for 40, or 2 bags and 2 trays with the stoner kit for 60. I got all kind of deals, bro. You know, I got other style bags. I got leg bags. You feel me? I got backpacks.
I'm gonna get something, man, because I'm gonna be going to your shows when they open up out here, so I want to get in.
Yeah, man. You know, like that, like. But you know, like that's the kind of thing that I've been thinking. What's gonna separate me? Because it's not just gonna happen overnight. It's not just gonna be like, oh, boom, I did it. I'm in there. Let's go. It doesn't work like that. It's they congratulate you today for the work you did 6 months ago. I got people still coming up to me right now, like, hey, that song you dropped was hot, and I'm like, oh, which one? And they like, oh, whoopty whoopty whoop. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, bro, that song came out like 9 months ago, a year ago, bro. You ain't noticed it in the video. I had short dreads and you looking at me right now and I got long ones. Like, you ain't.
I noticed though, like the common people, they be a couple years behind on music. Like we probably be up on it, but the common people, they really like 5 years behind on the music.
Super behind, bro. And you know, I can't fault them. I got to be happy they tapped in, period. But I just learned, like, and then Drake said it in the song. He said, in a couple songs, actually, he was like, oh, you took the summer off. We couldn't tell. Like, because he did so much work. Y'all just now catching up to the shit that I did already, bro. You know, it take time for it to get a momentum. Y'all just catching up to this shit. I took last 3 months off, but y'all congratulated me for shit I did long time ago. And it's going to look like I never took a break. That's why I started with the rest tactics. Drop a song every week so that no matter what, you can see the guaranteed I've been working. But I be doing so much shit, like with the bags. I mix and master my own music. You feel me? I record myself. I run around from one side of the booth to the other. You know what I mean? I fucking market my own shit. Like, it's kind of hard to try and make sure a song is ready every week. You know what I mean? So I had to just sit back and realize, you know what, that sound good. But doing so much of this work by myself that I gotta kind of like take my time, pick and sit. You know what I mean? Listen to it a couple times, like, oh, that's a little off right there. Because I've been listening to my music, it'll pop up on Pandora or something. Like, damn, that sound like shit. But I was just in such a rush to get it out that I didn't care. Like, oh shit, man, I forgot, man. Tuesday's coming and it's already Monday and I gotta go to the studio, record the song, drop the song right now so it could come out. Then they be like, oh, the graphic was this, or you fucked up on that.
Yeah, it's hard doing all that shit. You gonna mess up on some shit.
It's hard, bro. I don't even upload the wrong versions of the song, like just moving too fast, trying to do too much. So, you know, I just been trying to put myself in a better position by determination, like on the 80-20 principle, you feel me? So I just been picking and choosing my battles. I stopped watching TV, you feel me? I just keep staying focused and I'm seeing the results.
I would say describe your creative process when you're making music.
I get a vibe, right? Like I can hear words. I don't know if this weird, if this like some possession shit or something.
I think Kanye said that. I think Kanye said that before.
Like I can hear the words, like certain instruments sing a song to me, and it says, and it's like I can hear it. So then my soul attaches to the energy of that, and then I just ride out that energy. Like if that energy changed to me, then I'll stop. Like I got so many songs that I just stopped feeling the energy, that I just couldn't get behind it no more, because that's how I am about energy. Energy is the truest form of communication. So once I catch that vibe, then it's over from there. I just take off. I don't know if that makes sense to most people. You know what I mean? I'm kind of odd. I speak weird, and a lot of people don't hear sounds. Like it'll literally be a word or a sound that I'm supposed to be on, and then I'll have a topic on my soul. Like for the last couple of weeks, I'll have like shitty relationships, you know what I mean, on my soul, and then I'll start hearing those words in the beat, and then I start humming. And then once I start humming, then the words start taking more shape, and then it's over from there.
That sounds like some spiritual stuff.
I mean, music is spiritual.
Yeah,
I try not to. I try not to force it, man. If I force it, I quit.
What's your current projects right now? What you working on?
I'm not working on no projects, bro. I'm just working on create music. I'm just working on put out solid music, and from there build a buzz. I just thought of a master plan, and the master plan needs some work, maybe, but this ain't you. I'm gonna take all the songs at the end of the year that are my best performing songs over my whole career and group them into a 16-track project with some spice. And I'm gonna push that project to the wheels fall off, like it's a brand new project.
That's tight. I think it's a good idea. Who are you working with? I was actually checking you out. I saw you had a song with Mozzie. Who else you working with?
I got 2 songs with Mozzie. I got 2 with Crooked Eye.
Yeah, Crooked Eye. Yeah, I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, I got one with Mr. Fab. I got one with Young Gully, Loose Lyric. I got music with Adonis the Hottest. You know what I mean? Don Elway.
Yeah. Who you want to work with in the future?
I don't know, bro. I'm really picky about music, bro. Honestly, man, like my sights is set on people that's gonna be hard to get to. Like, can I get on a Dreamville track? That'd be great. That'd be epic. A Dreamville track would be epic. You know what I mean? A TDE track would be epic. That's my lane. You know what I mean? Like real hip hop. And they just found a way to put the vibe that everybody wants to hear. They want to hear that bang bang. They want to like count it up. Can't take it when you die. You can't live without it. I mean, that's the vibe they want to hear. But he really speaking some knowledge. You know what I mean? That's my lane. So that's who I would love to get features with. But when I go in the booth, I rarely be like, oh, I need a feature. I never be like, I need a feature. My only use for a feature is for their fan base. I'd never be like, man, this, because I feel like it should be me. I should be able to carry both waves. The only reason why you need a feature is if like you stumbled onto a pattern that maybe you can't come with that same energy again for the second verse, it'll fuck the song up. So you need a feature for that. Or maybe like in my case where I be singing a lot of my hooks, like maybe that pattern is one step outside of my vocal range and 3 of the notes come out very awkward and I can't fix it. Maybe I should hire a singer. Or maybe it's like I got a song right now, it's a ratchet track, but it would be perfect if I had a bra on the end because she could do like the Megan Thee Stallion type thing, you feel me, where she'd be a rebuttal to the ratchet track. Like those instances is where you like you need a feature, but I don't never have like oh yeah, I need to work with this dude, I need to work with that dude. Like it's more like I think our careers could benefit from each other, so that we need a feature from that. I got a lot of dope artists. I know a lot of dope artists, but it's not like I don't be like I'm dying to work with you. I just think that this would suit you for both our careers.
So what's your interest outside of music? What you like to do?
I want to be a rich dude. I want to be a really, 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 really rich dude. And you know, that don't got a dollar amount on it. That's more like financial freedom to me. So outside of music, I just be trying to get to it. For me, everything is energy. So as long as the energy right wherever I'm at, then it's all good. It's all good. I like to play basketball. I like to climb mountains. You know what I mean? I like to go to the water and control waves. But those are energy things for me. They're corrective focus lenses for me, like to go and see those kind of things. So I like to do things like that to remind me of being focused. Like basketball, you know, when you go play basketball, you be like super winded. You be like, damn, I wasn't focused on my health, you know, my cardio. Or you know what I mean? Like, damn, I was neglected in that. You know what I mean? If you go out and take a hike, you know what I mean? You be walking, you take the hike, and you like, damn, life is beautiful with nothing. Like, I don't need cars around me. You know, I like trees. I like birds. You feel me? Look, there's insects I've never seen before. They don't got those over there. And then when you get to the top of the mountain, you get to visualize everything that's below you. You can see what you truly been missing and how beautiful life is. So you go to the waves, you know what I mean? You get to see everything wash away and come back. And you get to think about the endless possibilities. What's down there? You know, they're like corrective focus lenses for me.
Then what's a good way to flip a G right now?
A good way to flip a G is bet on Teddy Benson.
Would you
Nah, man. Actually, there's a lot. Actually, there's so many. That's a very hard question because if we talking about for me, a good way to flip a G, or are we talking about a general way to flip a G?
I be kind of trying to help the listeners out, so they kind of go both ways. You can give us the general way, then the way you would do it.
The general way is bet on your niche. You feel me? Whatever your niche is, if you got a talent, bet on that. If you got like me with these bags, bet on that. For me, if I had $1,000 extra, I would put it into merchandise. You feel me? So that I could get my money back. That'll be a continuum. It might not be all my money back today, but over the next 6 months, I'm guaranteed at least $4,000, $3,000 worth of merchandise profit that I can always go to. Like, oh shit, getting hard. Let me go flip a couple of these bags, and I got my money. I could always look over there to the left. It's kind of like a savings account. Like, oh, I'm always gonna have that money. For somebody else, you know what I mean, where they can't sell things, they can't do things like that. Maybe invest it in a secured card. You know what I mean? So that you can build your credit and get it higher, and then you can pay off spend the same $1,000, but pay it off later and get it back. You know what I mean? It's a revolving $1,000 at that point, at your leisure. But if you're missing something in your arsenal, if again a grill will help you be a better cook, so you can start that service, go spend that because it's gonna come back. Don't be worried about how long it's gonna take to come back. Go get it. If you need a new computer, I just spent almost $2,000 on a brand new computer so that I could be more productive at home. Get my editing on, get my video making on, get my website more cracking so that I could be more enthused with it being in an actual environment other than trying to use my phone. You know what I mean? If you need to paint the walls in your room, go grab that $1,000 and go paint the walls in your room and turn your shit into a full studio. Buy the booth. Do something that's going to have a use later. Even if it doesn't give you money back, if you can get it back later. Me and my partners is about to get an embroidery machine. It cost me $7 minimum to get something embroidered. If I can get my money back $7 at a time, you know what I mean, to $20. If you want to get a big ass patch to get it embroidered, it might be $30, $25, depending on the stitch count. If I buy an embroidery machine, all I got to do is run 100 pieces. You know what I mean?
I got tired of buying incense. I went and bought me some sticks and some oil. I said, "Fuck that! I ain't buying no more incense." Shit.
And now it's going. That's the right use of $1,000. For everybody is different. Everybody don't got what it take to. It's just like selling weed. Selling weed is a no-brainer. But if you're gonna smoke all your weed, then you can't be a good weed man. Maybe you need to be the coke salesman. You know what I mean? Because you don't do cocaine, so that's gonna be all profit. Some people will go buy a box of shirts and be like, shit, I wear an extra large. I'm finna wear all these extra larges and then not make no money. Some people do cockamamie schemes that could work, but they be like, you know what? I'm really not the kind of person that's gonna say hello to 100 people a day. I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, for everybody, the same $1,000 ain't gonna rinse the same way. So I don't want to say finitely do it this way, because that could be the way to cost you your $1,000, instead of thinking of what's my niche, what can I do with my spare time.
So, what advice would you give to new artists?
Stay down till you run it up. You know, there's gonna be so many different people and so many different angles that's gonna win, and you're gonna want to try and change your lane and match with them. But you just gotta keep doing you and keep staying at your speed, stay relevant, but just stay you, stay true to you, and eventually somebody gonna ride with it, and you just keep building on them people. Just keep repeating, wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah, what's an interesting story that happened in your life that you want to share?
What story I don't want to share? I need a movie, man. But one time I was with the Island Swag Camp, and my buddy Rex called me. He's like, "Hey man, you got a friendly 100?" That's what we used to ask each other when you ready to go do something. Like, you got a friendly 100, 100 you don't mind losing or giving away, or spend it basically. And this day we ended up going to the steakhouse, the all-you-can-eat steakhouse, Ray DeGato's, and he made me take one of his little dates. Back in the day, matter of fact, we went to Ray DeGato's with a couple people, a little business meeting. You know what I mean? And when we come out, there's like 7 of us. We're walking down the street, and homeless dude says, "Which one of you guys is gonna give me and my buddy $100?" My buddy looked at me and I said, "He's finna get this nigga $100." This was last $100 too. We went out on some whim shit. You feel me? Like, we gotta go. You feel me? It's good for us in the business. We gotta go. And the last $100 too. Yeah, one more 100 in the pocket. Reached to the pocket and gave that shit to that motherfucker. It just depends on closed mouths don't get fed. It's all about who you asking on when you asking. You happen to ask the right person, man. But that story always stuck with me.
What made him give him the $100 up though?
Hey, we real big on energy, bro. When you do that kind of shit, it'll always find a way to come back to you. You'll be more aware of the energy in the air, and it'll come back to you. And the fact that the dude had the balls, the homeless dude, and he had the balls to say, "Which one of you guys is gonna give me $100?" You feel me? He's like, that dude had balls. He wasn't gonna play around. He said, "I'm gonna ask all day if I got to." And then right when he got the $100, he turned to his friend and he said, "Look, got our $100."
So I think you in the metaphysics and stuff?
Yeah.
So how long you been studying? I'm into it too. I see, because you keep talking about energy and stuff. So how long you been studying metaphysics?
I've been into the metaphysics and more so like hermeticism and the possession of the energy that we've been had as kings, flowing through our body for the last 8 years, 9 years now. You know what I mean? Like, once I hit like 22, 23, I'll be 32 this year. I just started trying to figure out what makes our body tick. You feel me? What is the codes that we need to crack, and how diluted we are from the energies that we used to possess, and what kind of things block it. Chakras are a motherfucking, and if you can't get all your chakras in a line, then you won't really be at full potential of what your body can do. And there's so many different blockers in life that will stop you from being able to truly focus on what your body can do mentally, because you'll be stuck on how your body feels physically. And then when you in peak shape physically, you'll be too caught up to worry about trying to figure out, how do I make my brain move better. Right now, people are getting into like the vegan and everything, and starting to stop pollutants in their body, to stop their body from healing correctly, from making it move and get up, and have the energy that they're supposed to have. But more so than that, I think the way that you create thought process in your head creates an energy in itself. If you find out how to be negative all the time, your body's going to be negative, your outlook on life will be negative, the people around you will end up being negative because you give that energy off. And the protection and creation of your energy is the most important thing. It helps you move through life. It helps you. There's one reason why somebody says, "Oh, I'm homeless and I don't have nothing because my mom was a crackhead and she never came home and my dad used to beat us." And then the next person owns a Fortune 500 company out of that same energy. Shit, I'll never go back to that. It's all how you perceive energy. More so than anything. That's what I mean when I say energy is the purest form of communication. Because
what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Well, I like to say to my fans and supporters, God bless and hope you keep living life and keep enjoying life, man. Because that's what it's all about. It ain't about how many times you guys listen to my music. It's about the messages you take from it. I don't give a fuck if you listen to me one time a week. If you play that one line in your head that makes you get up and go get it, I'm happy.
Yeah, I saw that one song you got out, Black Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
All I ever want to do is lead a hood and be a black man.
So what you mean by that? They might not know what you mean.
I mean that all I wanted to do is grow up and be me. I wanted to be prosperous. You know, I wanted to grow up and have a nice house and not have to live in the hood. How they trying to force me to live in a segregated community. I'm trying to live wherever I want to and be the black man that I am, proud and black. I don't want to have to be Uncle Tom to fit into the white suburban areas. I want to be loud ass Teddy Benson. You feel me? And I want to be a great black man. That's what that means. I'm not talking bad about the hood, but you know that's always been a dream to make it out of this area code where everything don't look too nice. To make it to where they got trash trucks to come every day and clean up the streets. You know what I mean? Street sweepers come every day. Somebody hop out and sweep these streets, these sidewalks. You know, I want to live somewhere like that. And while I'm here, you know, I can affect change. I don't litter and things like that. You know what I mean? You look at my car, it's full of shit that should have went out the window. But I just don't want to be the guy that looks to the left and like, that could be my soda can right there while I'm talking shit about our shit looking nasty.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Hey, man, got to politic with the people that's in there, man. You the guy right now, man. Thank you for letting me come in and enjoy a little bit of your shine.
Thanks, man. I'll say you want to tell me your social media?
Hey, man, I'm Teddy Benson. You can look me up at 1905 Teddy, but you can just type in Teddy Benson anywhere. I'm going to pop up, guaranteed. I worked hard for my name.